Hello student. So in this video we will learn about maxima and minima. This is our the last topic of chapter 6th, application of derivative. Okay, so very important this maxima and minima. So look at the first graph here. Suppose this is the graph of a function y is equal to fx, and its critical points means there the ending points lie between a and b. So look at the graph. What is the maximum value? Where is the maximum value attained of this graph? At a point C. We can see here at a point C the curve attained the maximum value. Okay, so we can say here C is a point of maxima and the value of fc is called the maximum value of this function. Similarly, if we talk about this graph, so here at a point C the curve means the function attain the minimum value. So we can say here C is equal to point of minima and fc is equal to minimum value. Clear? Now one more thing is here, the local minima and local maxima. Look at the third graph. Here we draw a graph, a sine wave, not a sine wave, a wave. Okay, so here if we talk about the interval 0 to 1, so this is the value is 3. So we can say that in this point C1 the graph attained the point C1 is a local maxima of 0 to 1. इस 0 to 1 के बीच के इंटरवल की बात करें, if we talk about a particular interval, so there are so many minima and so many maxima are there. That's why here we called C1 as a local minima, and here if we talk about this point, so this is point of C2 and C2 is called local minima and C1 is called local maxima. C1 attained the maximum value in the interval 0 to 1. C2 attain a minimum value in the interval 1 to 2. Similarly, there are so many maxima and so many minima are there. Okay, so that's why we use here local minima and local maxima word. And if we talk about the whole this graph only from 0 to 3, so here we can say C1 is a absolute minima. C1 is a absolute minima. Look at here, maxima. C1 is a absolute maxima and this point is called C3. C3 को इसको दिए देते. This is C3 and this is what? C4. So and C4 is a absolute minima point of this graph. So you understood here C1, C2, C3 and C4 are called critical point where the graph attain the extreme value. Extreme value means either maxima or minima. Okay, now look at the graph, all graphs very consistently. Here in the maximum value, in the extreme point, in the critical point, if we draw the tangent, so the slope of tangent is parallel to the x-axis. The slope of tangent is parallel to the x-axis. Here again the slope of this tangent at the minimum point, it is also parallel to the x-axis and here also. So we can say that at the extreme point, at the critical point, the slope of tangent will be parallel to the x-axis, and if any tangent parallel to the x-axis, so their slope will be 0. And how we define the slope of any tangent? We define as a f dash x. So here f dash x is equal to 0 at point C. Okay, so these are the very easier graph we can draw and find out the minimum and maximum point. But in a complicated function, how we find the function where attain the maximum and where attain the minimum point? Okay, so for this we have got two tests, first derivative test and second derivative test. So here we write the steps. Okay, how to find the minimum and maximum value, local minima and local maxima, and point of maxima and point of minima. Now point of maxima, point of minima is and local minima, local maxima are equal. not very different between the point of maxima and local minima, local maxima. Okay, so here first we find out the derivative of f dash x. First we find out the differentiation of any given function and we equate to 0. Why we equate to 0? Because we know that in the extreme point the slope of the tangent is parallel to the x-axis, and if any slope will be parallel to the x-axis, so their slope will be 0. That's why we put here f dash x is equal to 0, and when we equate to 0, so we will find what? Some critical points like C1, C2, C3 as well as. Okay. Then we plot these critical points on the number line. We plot the critical points on the number line. So suppose this is a point C. When we plot the number line, so look at there, the tangent of the left hand side is negative value will come, sorry, positive value are giving, and the right hand side of tangent is given negative value, है ना. माइनस में आएगा ना इसका थीटा की जो वैल्यू होगी, tan थीटा ग्रेटर देन 90 डिग्री अटेन व्हाट? नेगेटिव वैल्यू. tan थीटा लेस देन 90 डिग्री अटेन व्हाट? पॉजिटिव वैल्यू. सो लुक एट हियर, व्हेन plus 2 minus, when we go plus 2 minus, it means in the critical point of the left hand side plus, and in the right hand side is a negative value will come. It means the point is called point of maxima. इसको ऐसे भी समझ सकते हैं अपन, C के पहले positive है means graph is increasing, and at a point C, after C the graph is what? Decreasing. So we can say like this, this is plus, this is minus, so point C is called point of maxima. Okay, similarly if in this graph this is the tangent and this is the tangent, okay, this is the value of what? Negative, so minus, this is a value in positive, so plus, so minus to plus, minus to plus. So minus means the graph are decreasing at a point C. After the point C, the graph is increasing. ये देखिए plus में आ रहा आंसर. So we can say that point C is called point of minima. Understood? How to calculate on the number line the points are maxima or minima. Then fourth, decide the maxima and minima. Okay. And the second derivative test. As their name is clear, first we find f dash x, then equate to 0, then we will find critical points C1, C2, C3 as well as, then now third. Here third we plot the critical point on the number line, but here we just find out the second derivative of given function, means f double dash x at a critical point. Now we will put, now look at here, if f double dash x at a point C1 is less than 0, when we put the point, the value of C1 here, f double dash x at a point C1 is less than 0, so we can say C1 is point of maxima. ध्यान रखना थोड़ा सा उल्टा होता है. If f double dash x at a point C1 is less than 0 means negative में value दे रहा है, so what we can say, C1 is a point of maxima, and if f double dash x at a point C2 is greater than 0, it means value will come in the positive form, so we can say C2 is point of minima. And if f double dash x at a point C3, at any point C3 will be equal to 0, so we can say test failed. Then if अगर ये condition आती है, if we followed this condition, so we should follow the first derivative test. तो फिर हम वापस कहाँ चले जाएंगे? First derivative test. Now one more thing, if any function give just a minute. If any critical point when we plotting in the point like C, so its left hand side given negative value and its right hand side also given the negative value, so we can say point C is point of inflection. point of inflection, means here it is not a maximum or minimum point. यहाँ पे ग्राफ कैसा है, बिल्कुल as a straight line to the x-axis. Okay, so this is the little introduction of maxima and minima. Now we start our exercise 6.5. This is very good exercise. So first you of all noted in your fair notebook, and now open your book, the exercise 6.5. One more thing is there, in which question we will apply the first derivative test or second derivative test. So this is our opinion. If I found the function is very critical, so we find the first or second. According to the condition, we can apply the both, any one of the both test. So we just solve some question by the first derivative test and by the second derivative test. So look at the first question of exercise 6.1. The question is, find the maximum and minimum values, if any, of the following function. So here first, the function is fx is equal to 2x minus 1 and their whole cube plus 3. So first, according to the first derivative test, what we will do here, first we find the value of f dash x. Okay, so 3, 2x minus 1 in their whole square, and 2x minus 1 is not actually x, so again we have to differentiate it. So 2x give what? 2 and 3 give what? 0. So f dash x is equal to, sorry, 2 is there, whole square, so 2 will come here and here no power will come, है ना? So 2 2 is 4, 2x minus 1. Then we will write here for critical points. For critical points, f dash x will be 0. So 4 into 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. So the value of x, what will come? 1 by 2. Now, it's our choice. We can apply here second derivative test or first derivative test. तो अभी अपन यहाँ पे first derivative test apply करते हैं. Now, plot the critical point 1 by 2 on the number line. This is our number line. So we check the sign. Which sign? We check the sign of f dash x. We check the sign of f dash x. So put the left hand side value of 1 by 2 means 0. When we put 0 here in the f dash x, 0. So the value what will come in the positive form? Value कितनी आ रही? What is the actual value? This is no meaning. We need the value is the form in a positive form or negative form. So when we put here 0 at a point 0, so at a point 0 the value gives 0. So 2 zeros are 0, 4 1 are 4, minus 4 will come, means negative value will come, and in the right hand side suppose we put the 1. So when we put here 1, so 2 1 are 2, 2 minus 1 1 4, 4 is a positive value. So minus to positive. So negative to positive means the function looks like this, minus then plus at a point 1 by 2. Therefore x is equal to 1 by 2 is a point of minimum. Clear? Now we have to find out what minimum, maximum or minimum value. So we find f 1 by 2 is equal to 2 into 1 by 2 minus 1 and their whole square plus 3. So 2 cut from 2, 1 minus 1 0, and 3 will come in. So 3 is a minimum value of this function. Okay, understood? Now the same question we will do from the second derivative test. How? Look at here. From here till the critical point, the both derivative tests are same, but in the after the critical point their process will be changed. How? Look at here. F dash x is equal to 4 into 2x minus 1. Now we find f double dash x. So again, when we differentiate this function with respect to x, so what will come? 2 only, means 8, and 8 is greater than 0. Therefore at a point 1/2, अब यहाँ पॉइंट रखने की तो कोई जगह ही नहीं है, लेकिन क्रिटिकल पॉइंट क्या आया? 1/2. So we write here, therefore x is equal to 1/2 point of minimum. Now it's your choice which test you have to apply in question. Clear? Okay. Now look at the question number second. The rest question of first you can do it, are very easy. In the second question, the question is find the minimum and maximum values, if any, of the following function given by. So what is the function is given here? First question of second, fx is equal to mod of x plus 2 minus 1. So look at here in the rough, if we remove this mod sign first, so what is left here? X plus 2 minus 1 means x plus 1, and after differentiate with respect to x, what will come here? 1 only, and f dash x is equal to 1. So from f dash x is equal to 1, when we put out the equivalent to 0, so what will come? 1 is equal to 0. That is not possible. Clear? It means no critical points are coming from this equation from the first derivative test. After apply the first derivative test, we found the any critical point. So how to find the minimum and maximum value here? So in some such special cases, we apply some trick, like here. Look at here. Mod of x plus 2 is always greater than 0. And our function is what? Mod of x plus 2 minus 1. So mod of x plus 2 minus 1 is always greater than minus 1. Means this is 1 and this is mod. Okay. This is 1. It means fx is always greater than minus 1. Fx is always greater than minus 1. It means what? Minus 1 is the minimum value of this function. Clear? fx is always greater than minus 1. जो भी वैल्यू आएगी minus 1 से बड़ी होगी. It means minus 1 is the minimum value of this function. So we write therefore minus 1 is a minimum value of function fx. Answer. Clear? This is clear. So why we not apply here first or second derivative test? Because after they apply the first derivative test, means after the differentiation of given function, it given what? 1, and 1 can't be equal to 0. It means in the derivative test we not finding any critical point, and without critical point we can't say the function is point, the critical point is point of maxima or minima, and what is the function's maximum or minimum value. That's why we apply this trick here. Clear? So rest question of second you solve the same manner. Now one more question we solved here, like it's second is same as first, third and fourth are similar, so we will do now fourth. मॉड वाला है, फोर्थ करके देखते हैं. So fourth of second. What is the question? Question is fx is equal to mod of sine 4x plus 3. Now here in the last year we read sine theta is always greater or equal -1 and lesser or equal 1. The limit of sine theta is -1 to 1. Okay. Now here sine 4x added with 3, so we add 3 on all sides. So what will come here? 2 sine 4x plus 3 and here 4. Now all quantities are in the positive form. So if any positive number we use the modulus. So any changes are there? No changes. So it means we can use here the modulus directly. If any value is in the negative form, so their meaning will be changed. But here we can use modulus directly. So we use modulus mod of 2 mod of sine 4x plus 3 mod of 4. Now after the modulus, the mod of 2 is equal to 2. The value of this is fx and the value of this is 4. Now fx means function is always greater or equal to and always lesser or equal 4. So this is the point of minima and this is the point of maxima. Clear? Now we have to find what? Maximum or minimum value. So we find here, therefore f2 is equal to sin 8x plus 3. Just a minute, look at the answer first. (6.5) question number 4. 2 and 4, maximum and minimum value. You need to find f2 here. Therefore 2 is equal to minimum value and 4 is equal to maximum value. This is our answer. Clear? So here we a function in the form of modulus function, and modulus function को थोड़ा differentiate करना in the define of modulus something is typical. That's why we use this trick here. Now I hope you understood the second question. So rest of it, second and third and fifth also, I think you can solve easily. Now next question, question number third. In the third question, look at everyone on their book. Find the local maxima and local minima, if any, for the following function. Find also a local maximum and local minimum values. Means we have to find out the critical points and their value also in any case. So we solve here the question number first is fx is equal to x square. It's easy. Second is easy. Third we are doing now. Third of third. here given a function fx is equal to sin x plus cos x, and where x belong to, for all x belong to 0 to pi by 2. Okay, so how to solve? We can apply a first or second derivative test. So first we have to find out the differentiation. So cos x minus sin x. Then we write what? For critical points. For critical points, f dash x will be 0. It means cos x minus sin x is equal to 0. So cos x is equal to sin x. For what value the both are same? At x is equal to pi by 4. Okay, या ऐसा भी कर सकते हो. sin x upon cos x is equal to 1. So sin upon cos 10, 10 is equal to 1. So 10 pi by 4 is equal to 1. So x is equal to pi by 4. Both are similar. Now x is equal to pi by 4. It's our first critical point. Then we apply our second derivative test. क्योंकि यहाँ पर we can apply both. अगर वो भी चलो दोनों करके देख लेंगे. f dash x is equal to what will come here? Minus sin x and minus cos x. Now at x is equal to pi by 4, f double x pi by 4 is equal to, so what will come here if we direct put the value? Minus 1 by root 2 minus 1 by root 2. So minus 2 by root 2. So 2 cut from 2, what is left? Minus root 2, which is less than 0. So at x is equal to pi by 4, the value of f double dash pi by 4 is less than 0. So we can say that therefore x is equal to pi by 4 is a local maxima. Okay, and when we put the maximum value, so how? So we will put the value of x is equal to pi by 4 in the function directly. So what will come? F pi by 4 is equal to sin pi by 4 means 1 by root 2 plus cos pi by 4 means again 1 by root 2 is equal to 2 by root 2 is equal to root 2. It's a maximum value. This is our answer. X is equal to pi by 4 is a local maxima and root 2 is a maximum value. So clear? So similarly, the all question you have to solve the same method by applying the first or second derivative test. Now next question number 4th, because the rest of third you can solve easily. Fourth question, prove that the following function do not have maxima or minima. Okay, so what is the first question of fourth? The function is fx is equal to e raised to the power x. Clear? So first we find differentiation. F dash x is equal to what will come? E raised to the power x. Then we write what? For critical points. For critical point what? F dash x is equal to 0 means e raised to the power is equal to 0. So for any value of x, e should be 0. Sorry, could be 0. No. For any value of x, e could not equal to 0, because what is e? E is equal to the value of 2 point something, और उसकी पावर आप कुछ भी लगा दो, क्या वैल्यू 0 आएगी? कभी नहीं आएगी. ठीक है? So we write here it is not possible. Therefore, here no critical points, therefore no maxima, no minima. Clear? So similarly, its second and third you can solve easily. Now look at the next question. This is 4. Now we will do the fifth one. So what is the fifth question? The fifth question is find the absolute minimum value and the absolute minimum value and maximum value for the following function in the given interval. Okay, so take a first of fifth. The function is given fx is equal to x cube, where x belong to -2 and 2. Okay. First we differentiate the function with respect to x. So what will come? 3x square. Now for the critical point, 3x square is equal to 0. So x is equal to what will come? 0. अब देखिए यहाँ पे फर्स्ट डेरिवेटिव टेस्ट ही लगा ही लेते हैं, तो चलिए सेकेंड लगा लेते हैं. Now f double dash x is equal to 6x. When we put the 0 at x is equal to 0, f double dash is equal to what? 0. और जब f double dash x will be 0, so it means the second derivative test has failed. So we will apply the first derivative test. That's why I was saying we apply the first derivative test. Okay, तो यहाँ पे first derivative test में we plot the critical point on the number line. Now in the left hand side we find what? Sine of f dash x. Sine of f dash x at the left hand side of the critical point and at the right hand side of the critical point. So where is our left hand side? This is. When we put here the value of -1 here, so the value in a positive form, the value will come in the positive form, and when we put the value in the positive greater than 0 means 1, so again value we have to find what? In a positive form. So we write therefore x is equal to 0 is a point of inflection. And when x is equal to 0, point of inflection, it means at x is equal to 0 have no maxima, no minima. But we have to find out the maximum and minimum value, look, absolute minima and absolute maxima. So what now here? Then we write now at x is equal to -2. F -2, what will given? -2 cube is equal to -8, and at x is equal to 2, f2 what will come? 2 cube is equal to 8. So we can say -8 is a absolute minimum value and this is absolute maximum value. Clear? Because in the critical point we have no maxima or minima point, therefore we apply the critical point of, and this is what? The closed interval. So it means we can use the -2 and 2, and if here x belong to -2 and -2 in the open interval, we can't use this critical point, you know very well. Okay, so this is the first question of fifth. Similarly you can solve the second question same as the third of third, बिल्कुल same वैसा ही है. Third and fourth are a simply polynomial equation. Now sixth and seventh are also very simple. Now look at the eighth one, ये थोड़ा सा अलग है. At what point the interval 0 to 2 point does the function sin 2x attain its maximum value? मीन्स sin 2x कहाँ कहाँ मैक्सिमम वैल्यू अटेन कर रहा है, वी हैव टू फाइंड आउट दैट पॉइंट इन द क्वेश्चन नंबर ए. Question number 8. The function is given fx is equal to sin 2x where x belong to 0 to 2 pi. 0 to 2 pi. So first we differentiate it. F dash x, what will come? Sin 2x cos 2x, and this is not actual x, with the differentiation of 2x is 2. So 2 cos 2x. For critical point, 2 cos 2x is equal to 0. So cos 2x is equal to 0. So we can write cos 2x is equal to cos pi by 2, because cos pi by 2 is equal to 0 degree. Now if cos x is equal to cos y, so what is the general value of x? X is equal to 2n pi plus minus y, and what is the y here? Pi by 2. This is the value of 2x. Now after dividing the 2, so x what will come? N pi plus minus pi by 4. Now we will put here the different value of n and find out the some critical points here. So we write for n is equal to 0. 0 से start करते हैं तो 0 हो जाएगा. तो क्या मिलेगा? We will get x is equal to pi by 4. Now here plus minus pi by 4, and we will take only positive pi by 4. Why? Because minus pi by 4 is not lie in our given range. Okay, we have to find out the value of x in the given interval only. Now we put the n is equal to 1. So x what will come? Pi plus pi by 4. Again we leave the negative sign. You understood why? So x what will come? 5 pi by 4. Then for n is equal to 2, x is equal to what will come? When we put here 2, तो 2 pi हो गया. अभी अब देखो ध्यान से, 2 pi प्लस करोगे तो more than 2 pi means it is not in our interval. So we take now here the negative sign, 2 pi minus pi by 4. Okay, so what will come? 4 to 8, 7 pi by 4. So on we can take, but these three values are enough to check maximum and minimum value. Okay, now we find f double dash x at point. पहला point क्या? What is the first point here? Pi by 4. At pi by 4 is equal to, where is the f dash x? This is 2 to the 4, minus 4 will come because cos x is given minus sin x, sin 2x. And when we put here the value, कुछ भी रख दो यहाँ पे in place of x, what will come in the negative form? So minus 4 sin 2 into pi by 4 means we can say minus 4 sin pi by 2. What is the value of sin pi by 2? 1. So minus 4, which is less than 0. Therefore x is equal to pi by 4 is point of maxima. Now we find f double dash x at a next point. What is the next point here? 5 pi by 4. 5 pi by 4 is equal to minus 4 sin 2x. Now put the value here, minus 4 sin 2 into 5 pi by 4. 2 cut from 4 2 times. So 5 pi by 2 we can write as minus 4 sin 2 pi minus 5 pi by 4. We can write pi. 5 pi by 2 चाहिए अपन को, है ना? So pi by 2 means 90 into 5 45, तो उसको माइनस करना पड़ेगा, तो पाई बाई 2, चलिए 90, क्या माइनस कर दें, पाई बाई 2, 3, हाँ 3, पाई बाई 3, तो 3 2 जा 6 एंड 6 माइनस 1 5, 5 बाई 2 चाहिए लेकिन अपन को 5 बाई 2, ऐसा कर दें तो 2 pi plus pi by 2, it's given again what in the first quadrant, and first quadrant lie in the 0 to 2 pi, ये चलेगा। तो कुछ भी वैल्यू आएगी ये माइनस उसको क्या कर देगा, नेगेटिव, so we write here minus 4 sin pi by 2 means again what, minus 4, this is less than 0, so this is our, therefore x is equal to 5 pi by 4 is point of maxima, and as well you can find the value of 7 pi by 4 and as well as or again, and if the value of 7 pi by 4 is also less than 0, so this is again one more point of maxima of this function. So I hope you understood how to solve this such type of question and how to find the critical point, then maximum and minimum value. Okay, so we will do the next question now. Now look the question number 9, 10, 11, 12. You can solve. These are very easy question. Now look at the 13th one. It's some different type of question. Find two numbers whose sum is 24 and whose product is as large as possible. We need two numbers. Their sum is 24 and their product is maximum. The product given is maximum. So 13, we let two numbers are x and y, therefore sum is given what, x plus y is equal to 24. This is our question number, equation number first. And product, if we talk about the product, so product what will come, x into y. So here we have to maximize the product. हमको क्या करना है, प्रोडक्ट को मैक्सिमम वैल्यू तक अटेन करना है. व्हाट इज द मैक्सिमाइज ऑफ प्रोडक्ट? सो हियर x and y both are variables, so we have to differentiate with respect to which variable, x or y. So here we can change y into the terms of x with the help of equation number first. So in place of y we can write x, in place of y we can write 24 minus x from equation first. So product is equal to 24x minus x square will come. Now we differentiate first with respect to x. So what will come, 24 minus 2x. Then we write what, for critical point. 24 minus 2x is equal to 0. So x is equal to 12. And when x is equal to 0, then we write from equation number 1. Y is equal to again what will come, 12. So x is equal to 12 is our critical point. Now we double differentiate product. So p double dash what will come, it will come 0 and minus 2 is equal to minus 2, which is less than 0. So we write therefore at x is equal to 12, product give maximum value. So we write here therefore hence इसको we have to maximize the product ना, तो maximize हो गया, hence x is equal to 12 and y is equal to 12 is our answer. So 12 12 is 124 and 12 plus 12 24, where the product is as large as possible. इससे बड़ा product आपको नहीं मिल सकता. Now look at the book, the question number 14, 15 and 16, something same as the question number 13, so just do in your home. Now question number 17 to 26. These are very large questions and they contain 6 marks. But in the exercise, in this chapter, according to the board blueprint, only 4 marks question can come. That's why we are not solving the question number 17 to 26, but these are very important for your further exam, means PET, then JEE and so on. So you just we will solve when we will meet in school. Okay, and question number 27, 28, 29 are the, choose the correct option. So I think you can solve. Miscellaneous, it's also your work. Okay, so our chapter number 6, application of derivative, has completed. Now is this video. Goodbye.